Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. I appreciate all of it so much. If you are new here and just clicking on my video, then hi, my name is Raylene. I am an intuitive guide. I like to do oracle, I like to do tarot, bring messages from the cosmos and the divine, and really I'm here to confirm to you what your intuition is already telling you. So let's jump right into it. This will be for Virgo. Okay, so Earth sign, Virgo, whatever you need to hear most for your highest and greatest good. Let's call in our guides, okay? So I call upon my angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, and ancestors. I call upon my higher self, God, any beings that walk in the highest frequency of love, light, and truth. Anyone that's going to watch this video, I'll call in their spirit guides so you can bring in the messages clearer, stronger, more vividly, for you, so I can hear it better, so the cards can read it better. You know, I just want this message to be very detailed, whatever you need to hear most, okay? So thank you guys so much for stepping in for these messages. All right, thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you for blessing me with your protection and my viewer at this time. So we're gonna do Virgo. Yeah, Virgo. Okay, I won't spend too much time on each house and things that come in until I get more into some of the cards. But I do want to, they've all been very synchronistic so far, so we're going to see what happens. All right, so this is for Virgo spirit, whatever they need to hear in their highest and greatest good. Let me pull up my chair a little bit. Go down. There we go. Virgo. Okay, so, and looky there. Virgo, you're showing up in your own reading here, Virgo. Nice. And then we've got a sun. So if you guys are Virgo with that's your sun sign, sun sign is Virgo, that might be an indication this is definitely for you. We've also got the fourth house. Fourth house is Cancer. You might have a lot of Cancer in your house, but that's the house of home and family, your inner sanctum, your inner world, ancestors. Virgo, you're the sixth house here, so that's work and health, everyday environments, your routine. I'm not going to spend too much time, like I said, but we're going to see where this all correlates here in a minute. All right, Spirit, talk to me for Virgo. Okay. I'm feeling energy already, so we're going to see what comes out here. Okay, thank you. All right, what's the messages, overall theme, overall for Virgo? What's going on for Virgo right now? And you don't have to be Virgo. This could be for the cross watcher. It could be your sun, your moon, your rising, Venus, okay? We've got Mercury. Well, that's all about Virgo right here. This is Virgo. Mercury, communication. Your words, your thoughts. Sometimes, Virgo, you can be an over-analyzer here. Think things too much, think things through too much, and sometimes you just need to, you know, jump out and take a leap of faith here. You know, sometimes you get in your own head, which can actually manifest negative things in your life. So keeping your thoughts and, you know, the things going on in your head, you know, very stable will help you. Okay, you guys may have noticed some really cute little, I'm gonna just say chubby little birds flying around as you're out walking or driving. Noticing, I'm like seeing someone driving in maybe a truck. It looks like maybe a truck, the hood of a truck. I don't know. You have, whatever car you have, truck you have, and maybe you're going down a dirt road, a highway, whatever. But there's lots of trees beside it, and I'm seeing, like, it's reminding me of like the Cinderella story when she's getting dressed and all the birds and the mice are helping her get dressed and they're bringing the fabrics all over the screen and they're flying this and that. Cinderella, Cinderella. Okay, and it just kind of reminded me of that in a way, because they're showing me these, you're driving and all these birds are just flying out in front of your view as you're driving, and they're doing this in a lot of them to show you I'm here, I'm there. So there's a message in that. There might be a particular bird you might notice. You might look up the symbolism for that, maybe a woodpecker, but or doves. I'm seeing doves, a couple of doves together. But just notice that all these birds are coming out to say hi, because you are very connected to Earth. You are an Earth sign. They're communicating to you something, okay? Pay attention. Okay, They're saying pay attention to your thoughts when you start to notice these birds or the animals, when you notice, something like that happen, and you catch it as odd. Pay attention, backtrack. What were you just thinking? And then think about that and see what message is coming through with it. Okay? It's important somehow. Okay? For Virgo, Venus, baby, Venusian, baby. Okay, Virgo, do you got love in your life? Okay. Are we starting to think with more love, more self-love here? Bringing in that self-love, taking care of ourselves, making ourselves feel beautiful, feel loved. This could be all about self-love, but, it also, you do got the sun, which the sun is all about how you identify, how you show up in the world, your impressions, your first impressions you leave with people, right? Maybe this is your self-love, how you are presenting yourself to people or coming off to people in a loving, kind manner. Okay, let's see. What else for Virgo? Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Okay, dokie. The sun. Well, the sun, what was I just saying? Like, this is the sun. So, okay. Yeah, I feel like you are embodying this beautiful self-love here. And you're bringing it into your everyday living, your life, right? You're bringing it in. You're starting to embodying self-love, self-image, how you show up. Maybe you're just feeling really good about yourself. You're really loving yourself. This also could have to do with home and family, maybe a relationship you're in, showing up with more love and being more tender and kind and, caring about the other person in the relationship, or caring, I'm seeing birds flying, like a whole bunch of them in front of my window now. Oh, I love you, Spirit. So it could have to do with how you're showing up in your family, with your kids, with your spouse, things like that, and giving them a little bit more love, a little more extra time there of your love. Anything else in this deck? Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Okay, and this also, sun, that is masculine energy. I could be talking to a masculine, or this is you connecting to a masculine, or this is your own personal, because we all hold divine masculine, divine feminine energies within us. This could be your masculine energy. I want to get right to, because it's how these evenly came out. And then we got the 4th house, Venus. So you could have your Venus in your 4th house. Your, you could have Venus in your 4th house in your chart. You might look. Okay. So let's go ahead. Spirit, what do we got for Virgo with Mercury and communication? That's like exactly where it should be too, right? Soulmates. Holy crap. We got Venus. Okay. We've got soulmates. Number 41, you could be seeing 1441 on the timer, or because I've actually noticed that a lot lately, or like 14 being, or 41, seeing that with whatever other number, 441, 414. You might be seeing that a lot on the numbers wherever, if you ever pay attention to that. I don't know if you do, but. And this little penguin has a key. And penguins, when they mate for life. They are literally, they're ride or die. Penguins do not leave their mate. They're ride or die. So, okay, Spirit. So Virgo, you either are in a committed relationship already with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your spouse, and this is asking you to, I feel like you're already showing up in this, though. You're already showing up in this divine love, trying to really be thoughtful of the other person, and also but of yourself as well. Take what resonates for you. But I feel like some of you might have just met someone, and maybe you just started dating, or you guys are, not too far into the relationship, and maybe you're thinking this could be, the dude you first marry or something, Okay, we've got 2 out for Venus. Wow, flexible and higher power. Yeah, you're going to be getting flexible. Oh boy, I just can't help it. It came out. I can't help it. Someone's going to be getting flexible up in here. Woo, okay. I like it. Okay. So, we've got underneath Venus getting flexible. It's so funny, isn't it? Okay, calm down. Okay. And then the higher self, okay? And the flexible card is you know, it's not like physically being flexible, although, you know, that obviously is going to be going down. So, but let's go ahead and look a little deeper into it, okay? This is also talking about being flexible with your perception, your outlook on life, being flexible with, you know, what you would do for love. This is under Venus here. What you would do for love, for underneath the fourth house, which is the house of home and family. You know, being flexible. Maybe, what did I say at the very beginning? You know, I know Virgos, they don't really like to take too many risks. They're very routine. They like the routine, you know, and very analytical, more of the observer. And, you know, they can get out of that space easily, but they also are naturally are drawn to being the observer and kind of sitting back and watching instead of just jumping right in, because they like to know who they're dealing with, what they're dealing with, and so that they know how to infiltrate this correctly. And I get it, I'm like the same way. But at the same time, this is Spirit saying, look, I need you to look at this situation, whatever situation it is for you, look at it differently. You know, if this is with your spouse, maybe you guys got into an argument at home and something, you know, and you just can't quite see it his way or her way. And they're asking you to be flexible, change it up the way you're looking at it, go at it at a different angle, different view. Maybe this is all about, you know, wanting to step into a loving, committed relationship where you do make a home and a family with someone. Maybe that's what you want, is to have a beautiful home and kids with the dog and the whole 9 yards. Maybe that's what you truly desire. And if that's the case, they're saying, look at it, look at yourself and what you're putting into it, because it takes a 50-50 thing here. I just seen a couple birds fly by, so I'm on to something here. Okay, so it's like, you know, you have to look at what you're giving, and if you're being the one that's like the normal Virgo, maybe being very standoffish, not speaking, not talking much, and like your spouse is trying to get through to you, this is how I feel, but you just sit there with a stoic face, you know, that causes tension just in and of itself, because you are simply not expressing yourself. If this has to do with just brand new love, wanting to find the love, what can you do different to, you know, self-express, you know, express yourself differently? Is there something else that you could try or do or go about it a little differently, right? And this is what your higher self is calling on you to do. Your higher self came out with this, you know? Your higher self is literally saying, okay, I'm hearing, okay, so you really might pay attention to numbers, okay, and pay attention to it. When you see the number, that's actually your higher self, your spirit team, your angels trying to talk to you. Look the number up and actually see what that number means, okay, and try to see what you were thinking about when you noticed that number. What was I thinking about when I seen that number? That's, for some reason in this reading, it means something, okay? And your higher self is giving you these signs. They're telling me, they're giving you a lot of signs and synchronicities telling you, you know, what to do here, you know, with this argument, with your spouse, with your lover, with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, moving it up. Maybe you want to move in together. Maybe you want to move across the country to be with them. Maybe you're just simply wanting to ask someone out. You know, it could be whatever it is for your situation. Just, you know, put it for what it fits for you, okay? But they're guiding you. They're giving you signs on how to get through this or get to this situation that you want, which is this home and family, you know, type of environment. That's what you're seeking, it sounds like. It's a part of who you are. You seem like a very naturally loving, kind, giving person. So I didn't ask, this was supposed to go for the sun. So chaos and conflict. You could be like used to the chaos and conflict in relationships, and maybe you haven't quite learned how to deal with that or something. I'm not sure. That one's an odd one. Okay, so imagine, yeah. So, and I was feeling with this one, you might be a big dreamer, daydreamer, or a dreamer. And then we've got message in a bottle. But I didn't ask a question. If they're supposed to come out, I promise Spirit will bring them out. I trust in them completely. All right. So what do we got for sun being and the sun? That's crazy. I always get these awesome synchronicities. It goes together so well. Sorry if I'm shaking it. Unfinished symphony. Okay, so hold on. Okay, let me feel this energy for a second. Unfinished symphony. Okay, so if this is like, for instance, you and your spouse got into an argument, they kicked you out or something for a day, or like you just really fighting, you haven't talked in a week, although you live together, whatever. It's unfinished, obviously, and it needs to be talked about, but they're asking you to come at it with love and actually communicate. It all reverts back to this communication. You need to speak your truth, your real truth. What do you truly feel? Be a little vulnerable. You know, people these days, I grew up where being vulnerable was like, you didn't do that. You know, you don't do that. And even now, for me, I would love to just be so like open and express things, but I know other people still don't see it the way I do. And so I have to like hold back as well. And I don't know, maybe you're like that, or you're the one that's like, oh, I don't know about vulnerability. I don't really like to go into things that deep. Either end that you're on, it's telling me there needs to be a balance there. You need to balance out communicating and expressing yourself with true authenticity. And maybe you think you're too much by expressing yourself. Maybe you think it would be crazy or wild just to say whatever it is that you need to say to your spouse, to your girlfriend, or to someone you want to love, whatever it is for you. But Spirit's saying, with the right person, it's not gonna seem crazy. You know, and if you're married, it needs to be expressed. Any of the situations, not just if you're married, sorry, any of them, you need to be authentic and express yourself, and being a little bit vulnerable is part of it. And if that man or if that woman cannot appreciate you for being open and honest like that, then that's better that you know that now, so you can just get on out of that, right? But you know, also this could have something to do with, it's unfinished here. This is an unfinished symphony here. For love, there's some type of loving connection that you're wanting, and it's maybe this is a past, maybe you want to go back to a past lover or someone you feel like is your true love, your true soulmate here. Maybe someone here really does, they find someone to be incredibly sexy and all the things they want, but they haven't spoke on it. They haven't spoke on it. They haven't, even mentioned it, or they haven't seen the person to do that. Maybe they don't even know if that they like this person for real, or if this is really true, or if this is just like a fantasy in their head. Maybe you're thinking, I've only been around him once or twice. I haven't hung out with him enough to know how much I like them, but I just feel so drawn to them, like there's a soul tie here, and I don't know why. It's kind of like the energy I'm picking up with this. Could have been seeing the number 1010 a lot. 19, 919, 4, 14. Again, 4. This is a highly protected, you're highly protected here. What do you want me to get next, Spirit? Okay. Clear. All right, what do we got for Mercury, communication, and soulmates? Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. We're going to get more into it and try to get down to the bottom of it. I feel like there's multiple people I'm picking up on, different stories, different scenarios. You just got to take what part is yours. Soulmates here. Heart with the key. Welcoming love. The one. Open your heart. Getting together. Perfect. Wow. Damn, Virgo. Like, straight with it, huh? There's like, this is what it is. This is what it is, okay? They're not going to play no games. There is no games here to be played, though. We're all adults here. I don't know why this is coming out, but we're all adults here. There's no games to be played. There should be no childish games. Okay. I don't know where that's coming from, but I guess it needed to be said because it just came out of my mouth, so... I don't know. Someone may feel here like someone was playing games with them or playing with their heart. That song is coming to my mind. Tearing up my heart when I'm with you. But when we are apart, I feel it too. And no matter what I do, I feel the same. With or without you. Okay. Okay, that's not the song that I was thinking I was singing, but okay. What is that? Like NSYNC or Backstreet Boys or 98 Degrees, something? Man, I used to love that song. I think it might be Backstreet Boys. Maybe NSYNC. Tearing up my heart when I'm with you. So like I said earlier, like I feel like there is someone that wants to communicate, like I really like you, but they've only been around each other a few times, and so the energy is like quite intense. Maybe you only talked a few times, whatever it is, dated on a couple dates, and like you feel this really strong connection, and you don't understand why there's so much physical attraction, why there's so much pull to go towards this person and be with this person. And then you're like, man, it's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. But when we are apart, I feel it too. And no matter what I do, I feel the same. And so I kind of feel like you think, well, when I'm with them, of course, yeah, I'm having fun. Of course, yeah, I feel drawn to them. But it's when I'm not with them and when I'm away from them and I feel it too, that's where it's getting me. That's where I can't understand it. That's where it's blowing my fucking mind right now. Because I've only taken her out on a couple dates. I've only met the dude twice for coffee. We watched one movie together, whatever it is. And I can't get him or her out of my mind. We've only talked on the phone a couple times, whatever it is. And I can't get them out of my head. They pop up as soon as my mind goes blank. They're the first thing I think of. But I feel it too. Even when they're not around, I feel it too. And no matter what I do, I feel the same. This is awesome. I love when spirit comes through like that. Okay, let's see. What do we got for flexible? Yeah, you'll be getting flexible real soon. I love it. Okay, so we got girl with the snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So again, this is, flexible, being flexible. Girl with the snake. You could have gone through this kind of thing before. You might be very empathic and had to go through a very toxic relationship like that. And I understand it completely. And knowing and understanding the boundaries you have to have here is very important. Okay? But what I'm really getting from this is, like, I keep picking up on even if you are in a relationship with your spouse or you're moving in together, whatever, you do still need to have boundaries within your relationship, and knowing you do still have to be vulnerable. Even if you guys do get in a committed relationship, you're married, you still have to express yourself. You still have to be open and honest. But I keep picking up more on like this one where they're like, they've only dated a couple months or been on a couple dates, and like that song came through, right? I feel like just keep doing you and keep being you. Like, I don't know, someone might feel like it's gonna change me, it's gonna change so much around me. What will people do? What will people think? Well, we don't care. And I know it's hard to just, oh, there goes that bird again, so I'm on to something. So I know it's hard to like start getting to the point where you don't care about what people think. And I catch myself every now and then getting into that too, and I have to backtrack and no. Because ultimately we can't change no one's opinion of us, right? And if we try it, we don't know what they've been through, and we can't do that. It's our life. We live it the way we want, what makes us happy, right? And so enable the boundary here of understanding that it's okay to be vulnerable and loving and kind and to really express love. This came out with the flexible love, fourth house, home, and family. And all I keep seeing is enable boundaries. That's what's sticking out. So I just feel like the people that want to push your buttons and say that person's no good for you, or want to judge you for being vulnerable and expressing yourself. Like, I don't think no one's gonna know if you express yourself like to someone, especially at first, but maybe it's more about like you guys, you actually do get together, and like maybe then you have to announce it to your, you know, your friends and everything, and maybe you're like freaked out by that. Well, enable boundaries, like energetically, I don't know. It's just, it's an odd feeling I'm getting. Like a little bit of confusion maybe. But I also do feel like maybe you've gone through that with that narcissist paradigm. Empath, narcissist thing. You know what I'm saying? Paradise. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other, and being charmed also was standing out. So I do feel like whoever I'm talking to, the person you're connecting to, or you're very charming. And again, it's only going to end in fucking paradise here. Look, playfulness, oneness. You two do seem very playful. Like, I was getting that song. I was kind of like, yeah, the mood was kind of lifting. Look at that, the bottom of the deck. Soulmates. Sun. Unfinished symphony. Soulmate. Partnership. Agreement. This is a soul contract you and someone have here to come together on earth and do something big here together. I'm telling you. I know my stuff here. Okay. Spirit, talk to me. Talk to me, baby. Alright, talk to me, baby. Come on. What you got, Spirit? Thank you for these messages. What do we got for heart and the key? Soulmates. Interesting. That whole thing and half of that, and there we go. Victory. Da, 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 da. What is that? The Rocky song. I'm thinking of the Rocky song, but I can't quite get the beat down at the moment. Oh, I'm crazy. Okay. I love those movies. Okay. Anyways, victory in some endeavor here. Yeah. Victory. I'm not going to say what just came to mind. I'm not going to do it, but, you know, it had to do with that. Oh, Spirit is being honored today. Okay, I am, I guess. Okay. Sorry, let me get some lotion on my hand. I don't know what... My kids had these little scratchies, and I've got, like, ink all over my hand. I don't know how, but I think it's ink, or I don't know. Okay, here we go. So, some of you could have seen a feather recently. Alright. There's going to be a victory with this soulmate connection. You're feeling a little overwhelmed maybe with it now, maybe because it's so new. And you know, you might, okay, and that's kind of bringing up this again, like that energy of confusion when that came out. Like, it wasn't like, I got what they were saying, but also I felt a cloudedness when that card came out, because I'm an energy reader, so I don't know, never mind. Anyways, this might come up for you, okay, is what they're telling me now. So, like, if this person and you are just starting to get to dating, I seen someone at the movies, or watching a movie at their home, or, you know, having a couple of coffee dates, whatever. You guys are very new to it, right? What I'm seeing is that if you were in this relationship and narcissist, empath paradigm, like, you know, like you were in that type of relationship where someone took advantage of you, lied, possibly cheated, gaslighted you, said whatever they needed to say to make you believe what they needed you to believe at the time so they could get whatever they wanted, and then they would dip for a little bit until they needed you again, that type of thing, then this might be the reason why you're feeling like really like, man, I don't know, I've only been out with him a few times, I feel the soul tie, but man, I really don't want to go there, but yet it's tearing up my heart, even when I'm not with them and I'm thinking about them too, and it's just like driving me nuts, kind of pissing me off. I don't want to think about them. Why them? Why them? Why do I got to be doing this? Why them? This is your energy. Like, I don't know if you've already been through all this and you already got over all this, but it's like, why them? Why am I feeling like this towards that person? Like, I don't know. This is how it feels. But this is maybe why. Because of a past relationship, it may have scarred you more than you want to admit, or more than you even are aware of. And this just might be coming to the surface of the wounds that you have from this past relationship as you start this new one. That's all I'm feeling. That's what they're showing me. That's what they're telling me. So That is why that card came out. So be flexible, knowing that this new person you're going into a thing with, you're feeling a soul tie with, you're feeling like they're your soulmate. You're feeling like it's true love. Like this feels different. Follow your gut instinct. Follow your gut, because it's not going to lead you down a bad path. Your spirit guides won't lead you down a bad path, as long as you're paying attention to your signs and what your really heart is telling you. Not your mind. You're Virgo. You think a lot, but not what your mind is telling you. What your heart is telling you. And you're going to feel a totally different feeling and sensation with this person than you would have with that ex. Okay? There we go. That feels complete now. Oh, okay, success. See? What did I just say? That feels complete now. Look, success. Yeah, you got that right, boo-boo. Yes, you did, Ray Ray. Oh, gosh, I'm so crazy. Okay, here we go. I'm not really crazy. I don't know. Okay, look at that. We got tulip, great passion. So this is another thing, that great passion, that could have had a lot to do with that past relationship. And it maybe that was part of what drove you and your ex, that relationship from before, is like the passion between you two. And maybe over time you realized, hey, that was just another way of them like kind of getting to me, getting under my skin, they got their way by doing these things. They may have used like that. My daughter's right outside the window. You know what I'm saying? May have used that type of interaction to get what they wanted. Do you know what I'm saying? My daughter's right there. But also, what I'm getting though, now that that's out of the way, this is how this relationship will be, and it might kind of freak you out, or kind of like be like, whoa, this is even more intense than I've ever felt before, because of the soul tie connection. And because of the communication. When you're open and honest and communicate with someone, it just brings a whole new level to intimacy, right? We've got purse, pay attention to your finances, and bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Okay, so this, maybe you haven't even gone on a date with this person. Oh, we sure getting some tea today, Spirit. Give it to me. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so while I was outside helping my daughter with something, I started hearing, so I found the one who's beautiful and sweet. And I really don't know, maybe, I found the one beautiful, one second. I've found the one beautiful and sweet song. Let's see if there's a song. Chill With Me, Ed Sheeran. Perfect. Yeah, that's probably it. Ed Sheeran. Okay, let me see the lyrics. I found a love for me, darling. Just dive right in and follow my lead. Remember at the beginning, I'm like, yeah, Virgos don't really like to just like dive right in or jump right in, leap right into things, because they have to be like an over analyzer. My gosh, that makes so much sense. Thank you, Spirit. I love how they come through like that. Anyways, and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl beautiful and sweet. Oh, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. Oh, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me, because we were just kids when we fell in love, okay? Not knowing what it was, I will not give up. I will not give you up this time. But darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own. And in your eyes, you're holding mine. Oh, my Lord, my eyes are being... tear jerker. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a lover to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. What did I say? This number 4 is all about home and family, kids, your home. Oh man, that just makes so much sense with what I was feeling and what like the stories that were coming out that I was hearing and I was feeling. Wow, that just makes so much sense. But that line kind of caught me off guard up there. she was waiting for me or something. I don't know about that, but because we were just kids when we fell in love. So maybe you've been with this person, like, again, back to the spouse one, maybe this really is your soulmate. You guys are just having a little spat, and you guys are going to get over it, but you guys got to do it by creatively expressing yourself and being authentic and true to your own feelings. If this is back to the lovers that want a more committed, partnership, you have to openly express that to your partner. They don't know that you want that unless you express it, right? And if this is like the one that wants to like ask him out, like you've only been on a couple dates, well, this tells me maybe you guys have been friends for a long time, and I don't know, because we were just kids when we fell, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. But and again, I will not give you up this time. Maybe that's happened. Maybe you guys have kind of had a thing going. I don't know. Maybe you guys have gone on dates, but it was very sporadically. And so it was like you would date, and then you guys got busy. He got busy with work. You got busy doing your thing and with kids or whatnot. And then you guys couldn't see each other for so many months or whatever. And then like he asked you out again. You guys go out one time again. And then like 5 months later, you haven't seen each other in months. And now he's dating or you're dating someone. But now he's like, I can't stop thinking about her. Every time he stopped going out with you or stopped hanging out with you, stopped asking you out, it's because you impacted him so deeply. It's because like the emotions were so intense with him. We got soulmates out twice. You impacted him emotionally every time, and maybe he was more vulnerable with you, but he didn't really like that, and he didn't think that was okay, because society doesn't think that was okay back when we were being raised, right? And that fucking freaked him out, I feel like, just the feeling of you and how good you felt and how perfect it felt. And so he's like, it's only like this because I'm with her. I'm on a date with her. We're touching, we're kissing, I'm holding her, and our conversations are so good. It's just because we're together physically at the moment. So he would take off. He wouldn't see you for a couple months. And then it's like, okay, like back to that song, that NSYNC or Backstreet song. What was that? And even when I'm not with her, I'm still thinking of you. Remember? And so he's like, damn it, why can't I get her out of my fucking head? Oh gosh, that makes so much sense. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing that through. Okay. So what do we got with heart with the key? Soulmates. Hard work ahead. So yeah, no connection is easy. Even if you are at a high vibration, even if you are embodying this Venus love, it takes work. We are in the 3D. It takes work. But I just know, like, from experience that, I've always had decent relationships. Like, I never had crazy fighting and shit. But, until my last one, and it was really crazy. So I just know there would be a big difference between your shadow self and your light self if your person is also in their light aspect of their self, right? That's just going to bring in a whole different vibe to the whole thing. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. All right. What do we got for flexible? Well, that just flew out, didn't it? Tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Okay. Higher self. Oh boy, my cheeks are getting like hot right now, like super duper hot. Okay. Forest. Muddled, unclear thinking. And this kind of goes back to that Virgo, the communication, being unclear of someone's intentions here. Just like if you go back to that one where I was talking about, like, they dated one date and then they wouldn't see each other for months, and then they date again and then they wouldn't see each other for months. A lot of that probably was due to confusion because one or both of you were not actually opening up and saying, hey, like, the feelings I feel for you are like intense and I don't understand it and it's kind of freaking me out. It's like they held back, they were quiet, and they didn't express it. When you're not really truly expressing what you're feeling and thinking, it brings unclear thinking, and it makes the other person kind of question your motives or intentions, right? But I know there's always a time and a place when you can actually speak about those things. When it's really true feelings like that, you can't just like blurt that shit out. I get that. Okay. What do we got for unfinished symphony here? Something important, such as a new job or raise. We got the bag. All right. So you could also be getting it like that, a raise or, money increase or new job, something like that. But something important is what's standing out to me, which is this person. And it could be someone from your past. This past could be your boyfriend, spouse right now. You know, we went through it all. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull some tarot and get into it. Clear. All right, Spirit, what do we got going on here? Talk to me with soulmates. Heart with the key. What do we got going on with soulmates? Heart with the key. The Queen of Swords. So this might be like how you're coming off to this person. You might just have your swords up because of this person in the past, your ex that you went through a really, you know, shitty time with. And, you know, maybe you kind of have your swords up at the moment and you kind of seem a little intimidating to someone here. Or, I don't know. Maybe this is how someone, yeah. Okay. What do we got for soulmates? Heart with the key. But the Queen of Swords is also very intelligent and wise and knows how to communicate well. Archangel Michael, hello. How are you? Let's get one more for soulmates. This is like telling me though, like your guys, oh my gosh, with the Hierophant, you know, this could lead to marriage. Again, this could be you and your spouse already. But I do feel like we got the Queen of Swords, the Temperance, and the Hierophant for soulmates. And I was just about to say, oh man, my face is like, I wish you could feel my face right now. It's so hot. That just means Spirit's flowing through me, I guess. I was about to say before that even came out, this feels very divinely guided, this connection here. If you're in it already, if you're about to get in it, if you're thinking about getting in one, you've met someone, you like someone, whatever, put it where it fits. It seems like a destined connection that's highly protected. We got 4, 1, 4, but it's just a lot of 4s out here. 4s is all about stability and protection from Spirit. I feel like you're being very protected and divinely guided here with the Hierophant. This is also my God card. God's saying, yes, there will be balance within your communication, within your thoughts, within this loving connection here. You will find the balance. Archangel Michael, I feel like, works with you, and Metatron. Archangel Metatron probably works with you a lot, and Archangel Michael. So you can call them, but, you know, saying your prayers to God and everything, don't always forget about him. He's always first on your list, right? You seem like a person that's very, you know, you believe in the word. Like someone I'm talking to here seems very, you know, godly. Like you believe in all of it. Like, you know, God is real. Like, you know, you pray and do the thing, right? Like that's how it's coming out and feeling right now. So I feel like, you know, and you're trusting in God to bring this connection to fruition. You know, almost like manifesting energy feels like. And I was getting daydreaming. Harper, I was getting daydreaming or dreaming on that one. So, you know, you could be doing a lot of that or journaling to manifest this. But this is also a soul contract. This was contracted in for you and this person to make it to be together this time around in this carnation, you know? 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Can't get that song out of my head though. I found a love for me. What is it? I found a love. Here it is. I found a love for me. I don't know. There's something about that song that's like sticking in my head here. I found a love for me. Maybe you feel like, maybe you've never really been in love before. You thought you were in love, but maybe now you're realizing, son, now you're realizing, I knew that song was important somehow. Yes. See, look at that. I think, and I was just thinking this, I was about to say all this. I think you thought, I may have just said it, I don't know. I feel like you thought you were in love before. And I think you really were heartbroken over a relationship. You could be married or married to someone, married, divorced. I mean, you know, like you could have been married before and divorced and or even in a committed relationship. Maybe you lived together and you broke up, you know, something like that. And it really broke your heart. And I just feel like, I think you realize, yeah, I did love that person, but what I feel for this one that I've dated for just a little bit, or, you know, that I did marry and you're married with them, maybe you're realizing I found the love. For me, this is the love. What I felt before doesn't even compare to this person that I'm falling in love with. And it's blowing your mind. Even when you're not around him, you're thinking about him. Like that song, go back into that one song. I can't remember the lyrics at the moment, but it's like you think about him even when you're not around him, and you're realizing this is love. This is true love. I found a love for me. Okay? That's so funny how Spirit comes out with this. It's amazing how they do that, you know? You know, it's just like, you just gotta be a little vulnerable, okay? It's okay to be vulnerable. It's sexy. If you're a dude and you can be real with your emotions, there's nothing fucking sexier. Whatever you fucking heard from some dudes is not right. And I'll tell you right now, if you think you gotta be the bad boy because that's who get all the women, I'll tell you right now, none of those relationships work though. You can be the bad boy and you can get the girl because you're the bad boy, and you could get married, but they end like this every time. Because the bad boy is not there because they love someone and they're truly in love and want home and want a family, want love. No, a man that is truly open and honest, and you don't gotta be cheesy. I'm not saying you gotta be all cheesy and shit, but I'm just saying be open and honest and be real. In however way, in whatever way it is for you that you can express that real love, that there's nothing fucking sexier. Okay? If you're a woman, same damn thing. That's truth right there. Thanks, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. What else do we need to know here, Spirit? Thank you for these messages. Yeah, you're in your head because you're a Virgo, and that's what Virgos do. But God's saying, I need you to start coming from your heart. Again, this goes back to this communication. I need you to communicate truthfully. I need you to be open, a little vulnerable. Get out of your head and get into your heart. This is you wrapping yourself up. She could get out of that. She's not tied to anything. It's just wrapped around her. This is a spider web of your own thinking. You're letting yourself go down negative thoughts, negative, you know, and that's what's maybe delaying something here. Okay? That's what I just heard. Maybe it's delaying you opening up, or you know, asking her to marry you, or asking her to move in with you. That's what's delaying it. God's asking you to walk away from that negative thoughts, those negative thoughts. And it's a daily thing. This is a practice you have to work on daily. And I'll give you an affirmation right now. I am consciously aware of every thought I have. I started doing that years ago, first thing in the morning in my meditations, because and you know, it's been crazy the last 6 months. My whole day has been totally different, but I love meditating, and I still get to do it, but it's not really the first thing I get to do now that I'm, I am a single mama here, but I do get to spend time meditating, and I still say it because that has helped me tremendously, because I am affirming to the universe that I am aware of my thoughts, which means if I'm aware of my thoughts and I'm aware that I am thinking now negatively of myself, of a situation, of something I want to manifest, that means that situation, the universe will give to you exactly what you're thinking. And if you're thinking negative about someone, or this won't work, if you're already thinking, I'm in love, I found a love for me and I want to be with her, but there's no way this could work out. How could it ever work out? And you're just thinking negative. Well, that's all you're doing is delaying this. You're delaying the inevitable, because this is a soul contract. This is meant to be. You're supposed to be with this person. So you're delaying the process because you're negative thinking, which means get out of that negative thinking. Because you are creating that for your manifesting. You're manifesting the negativity. Why count yourself out of a situation before you've given yourself the time to see if it can go somewhere? King of Wands. You are a natural born leader. You could be in a leadership role in your community, in your job. Okay, and then we got Three of Cups. Celebration. Again, we got celebration down here. Okay, I was just going to say, you guys are going to celebrate this love that you find in each other, because you both will feel like, I found the love for me. You both feel that way. And I'm hearing you both want the same thing if you just openly express it. So, but I'm also hearing with that is you're being celebrated by the divine, by spirit right now. They are trying to bring this connection into fruition because it's high, it's big, it's a big deal. What spirit's saying, it's a big deal. Did I just catch my breath out loud? Like, holy crap. I think my breath literally just caught out loud. Wow. Look at that. The Four of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles. That is like the ultimate celebration and success. With the Sun card. Oh, Lord. You are going to be so emotionally fulfilled, so happy. You guys will be so playful and fun together because I feel like you both are naturally very playful people, but there's a time and a place where you have to be open and show and express those feelings. 1 second. Sorry, my son. Okay, I know this reading's taking a long time, but this is a really fun, awesome reading. The energy's fun. Like, I feel like you guys are both very, like, you're not childish, but just, you guys like to joke and play around and, like, you're fun. You got that loving, kind, fun energy. You guys are going to get this. You guys are going to have a committed relationship, 11-11. You guys are going to make whatever you want for a relationship, that's what this Ten of Pentacles means. You're going to celebrate this. This is what's going to happen for you, okay? Okay, sure. Before we get off of here, let me see what your person would say to you if, what your person's thinking about you right now. Let's see if there's any cards that want to come out. Okay. What is their person thinking about right now? Thoughts and vision of you and me together never leave my mind. What did I tell you? That song, the first song, that NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, whatever that song was. I can't even remember it now, but you know, that's what he was saying. When I'm with you, I'm thinking about you. When I'm not with you, I'm thinking about you. Look at that. Thoughts and visions of you, of us together, never leave my mind. What did I say? I told you this person is thinking about you nonstop, and that's what got them. They're like, man, why? And they kind of go frustrated by, why you? I still have hope that we will be together again. Okay. So again, this kind of reminds me of that situation where you guys date and then you stop, you date and you stop, and then it's like the timing was never right. But now Spirit's saying timing is perfect. Got my charms. It might get a little loud. I'm going to turn my head. Ooh, something fell out. Okay, let's see what we got. Ooh, you guys have been crowned. You and your person, I feel like, are very high vibrational, loving beings. So you guys have been crowned again. Spirit is protecting you. I felt that with the whole thing with the 4-4. You're being protected. This is God saying, yes, you guys are anointed. This relationship is happening. We got the blue crayon, which signifies for me the your throat chakra, which also is right here, your communication. Throat chakra, communicating to each other. And then we've got the telephone. Let's see if we can get that in my hands so you can see it better. The little telephone. So this tells me you're either going to get a phone call, you're going to get a text, DM, whatever it is. This person's going to give you a call, something, or you're going to call them, and you're finally just going to give in. You're just going to do it, right? And this here, I put that in there because this can hold many keys, and you get to choose what key you put on it, what door, what passage you want to go through. So whatever you want in your life, you get to choose. Do you want this relationship or not? If you do, it means you need to communicate, talk to this person. When they call you or if you call them, be open, be honest, be real. And then we got the little crab. Okay, what I'm getting with this is someone here just might be a little moody or a little crabby. You might be like one of those types of persons that kind of just moody. Like, you never know what you're going to be saying or doing that day. You're a little moody. So we got the starfish. So again, some of you might resonate with star seed energy, but the starfish, blue, also your throat chakra. And then we've got the is it called mandala? You know, like the hand things that you do, which makes me think that you might meditate a lot, or you spend time alone really connecting to your spirit guides, which makes sense here. With this connection, it seems like both of you are very tapped in. So anyways, that is my reading for you. Virgo, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a fun one. And subscribe, hit that like button. Bye.